Am I the asshole for not wanting my disabled sister at my wedding? My sister Anna, 21, is special needs. She has severe autism, and while she is verbal, most of her communication is physical, like sign language. This is due to social discomfort, but she does speak around family though and has pretty bad cognitive skills. She can't comprehend boundaries and lives with our parents so they can best watch her. I'm getting married in 3 months. We planned a simple wedding and reception at my fiancé Michael's parents' barn and farm. I sent out invitations last week and I asked that Anna not come. I asked this because Anna has an issue with touching Michael and trying to kiss him. At times, Anna would try and grab Michael's hand, try to lean and kiss him, or would have a really bad shutdown if she wasn't allowed to be directly next to him. We've tried speaking to her, but there's only so much we can do when she doesn't really understand. I told my parents I just want one day for Michael to be my partner and not Anna's comfort person. They called me selfish and asked how I expected them to agree to something like this. They said Anna's disabled and she may never experience a wedding of her own, and while I have Michael for probably the rest of our lives, she'll have no one. And that Michael and I can be more understanding to the reality of her life. I feel like a total ass. Am I the asshole for getting a teacher fired when she wouldn't let my daughter eat in class? My 47 female, daughter 13 female is type 1 diabetic and sometimes hypoglycemic. Due to this, we set up a 504 that says she can eat a snack in class whenever needed along with other accommodations. At one point, one of her new teachers denies her a snack while hypoglycemic. She nearly passes out, but in the next class she's in, the teacher has enough common sense to let her eat a snack before passing out at school. When she told me, I immediately called the teacher. When she called back, I lectured her and told her that she needed to let my daughter eat a snack when needed. She says it's not allowed, but I tell her that due to my daughter's 504, she's legally required to give my daughter an exception. I said due to my daughter's 504, she's legally required to give my daughter an exception to that rule. Before hanging up, I tell her that if she does this again, I'll contact the principal and let him know. Keep in mind, I also recorded this call on my husband's phone, by the way. A month goes by and the same thing happens again, and I request a meeting with the principal and my husband plays back the call between me and the teacher. I tell him she's done this twice and needs to have a talk with her. Turns out, he actually fired her for ADA violations. I know this because I ran into her at Publix. She told me I got her fired over some stupid snacks and I need to stop raising an entitled brat. I walked away.
Am I the asshole for telling my fiance that his mom will never see our children? I, female 25 Asian, have been with my fiance, male 27 white, for over a year now. His mom has been overbearing since day one. For example, the first time I met her, she asked me if I was pleasing her son enough sexually. I wanted to know how many times last week I am making him finish. I also always calls him sexy and ask him to touch his arms or abs, which he doesn't think is weird, but that's a story for a different day. Lately, the past 2 months, she has been more hostile towards me whenever we are around her, saying that I am getting in the way of the relationship with her son, and that I need to let him be alone with her more. My fiance tells her that he wants to spend time with me when he's not working so she can either see both of us or neither. This last time we saw her, we were eating dinner at her house, and out of nowhere, she said, I hope your children only look like their dad. I said, well, we aren't going to be having kids anytime soon, so you don't need to worry about that. To which she replied, well, I don't want biracial kids because they're always so ugly when features are mixed together like that. Didn't even know what to say. After we left, I expressed to my fiance in the car that I was hurt by what she said and the fact that he didn't stand up for me. That he didn't want to hurt her feelings and that she didn't mean for it to be hurtful. I told him if we ever do have children, that she will never be able to see them or be around them because I don't want our future kids to be around somebody like that. He's mad at me and keeps telling me that I need to see stuff from her perspective.